Can we do that again? So you are, what's your name?
It's Paul Edward Pendergrass.
Paul Edward.
Uh-huh.
And your brother is?
Harold Dean Pendergrass, and my older brother.
Which would be my dad.
Yes. Yeah.
And while we're at it, so there's Dina Pendergrass. There's Sharon Pendergrass. What's your maiden name?
Stuckey.
Stuckey. Just
This
for
is
fun.
my brother,
That's your
Jim.
brother Jim.
This is my brother Jim Stuckey.
Right. And you met Dean in Alameda.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know that story. No, we don't, but I'm going to find it.
And I'm Adam. Dean is my uncle.
Yeah.
Also
There you
Adam.
go. There you go. Let's put that back there. So you ended up in Arkansas with your parents.
With my mom. My dad had passed away. They had sold their place here in Murphy's. And while they were getting ready to leave, Dad passed. I had
Your
already.
dad's name was?
Paul Horace.
Paul Horace.
Pendergrass. Yeah. So
Mom's name was?
Virginia Louise Hampton Pendergrass.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So I was asking you, so how did you ended up back there? Who was around?
A lot of aunts, uncles, cousins from that area.
Both sides?
From one side, where we moved was my mother's side,
Okay.
the Hampton family, in a little community called Grapevine.
Grapevine, Arkansas?
And
That's a cool name. I like that. Why is it called Grapevine? You know?
Yeah, supposedly, however many years ago, in the 1800s, early 1900s, when there was just a few homes around, some farmers or guys were out hunting and they found this massive grapevine out in the woods. It was huge. I don't know.
So vineyards of grapes, or
Just one single, it was probably a muscadine or something like that, rather than just a regular grape. And I don't know how the trunk was huge. There's a story that goes with it, so they just started calling it grapevine. Yeah. So, yeah.
See a picture of Andrew. This is our middle son. He's the one that looks very similar.
Yes.
he looks a lot like Dean.
I gotta take a picture of him with that
Forehead.
forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A handsome version. Not as tall.
Indeed.
He's like 5'11".
Yeah. And you're 6 foot plus.
Yeah, I'm 6. Always wanted to be 6'1", never quite measured it.
Yeah.
I was always just a tad under. I'm starting to shrink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to
That
be.
compression on the back.
Yeah.
How tall was Dean? He was like 6'3", 4, 5,
He was 6'4",
6'4".
but he ended up he lost about an inch.
Yeah. Yeah. He haven't seen him stand up tall for a while.
The Pendergrass family lived over in Paris, Arkansas.
Paris, Arkansas?
Which is very close to Fort Smith.
What was in Paris?
That's where my dad's side of the family was.
Oh.
Paris. Yeah.
Any idea how Paul and Virginia met?
Yeah. They met in a church in Dardanelle, Arkansas. Dardanelle's close to Russellville, and it's kind of in between Russellville and Paris. And my mom's family really lived in Russellville. They were going to church in Dardanelle, and my dad actually was in church, and that's where they met. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Eddie, how did you end up in Alameda?
They came out after the war, looking for work like so many people. You know, Arkansas didn't have a whole lot going on. So he went out there, worked in the shipyards for a while.
After the war or during the war? After?
Partially during.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was really.
Yeah.
Right, they were building guns.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what shipyards you worked at? Was it Todd?
No, I really
In
don't.
Alameda?
Yeah, I don't remember. I think he might have worked at Bethlehem Steel for a while, which was here in Alameda.
Is that there like Emeryville, down in that area? Is that where Bethlehem Seal was? Or do you know?
No, it was actually in Alameda.
Was it?
The island, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They might have had different visions,
Yeah.
you know, but where he was at was there. So that's what took him out there. And I think they had some friends that from here that went out there too. So that would be Irene and Jerry. Yeah. Dad originally, he worked in a grocery store. He was kind of a driver delivery guy there, and that's where he met in Paris, Arkansas.
Oh.
And that's where he met Irene and Jerry. And then he went into the military during the war, first part of the war.
Or what branch?
Army.
Army?
Stationed in San Antonio, which is where Dean was born.
Oh, I didn't know that. Huh.
And then he ended up driving for Merchants Express, the
Yep.
delivery company.
That was basically his career, you know, years. Yeah.
As a driving stuff?
Yeah, delivering. He drove what we called a bobtail truck then. And he was lucky. He had a local route to just the different merchants and so forth.
So look at
that he
you.
would
You're
deliver.
like sort of following in that, right? The heavy machinery operator, right?
I have a CDL too, so
Yeah,
I've
there you go.
drove trucks a little bit.
And Dean drove truck for a while too before he
Cookies.
Nabisco.
Nabisco.
Yeah.
Was it Nabisco?
Nabisco.
What's that?
Nabisco cookies.
Yeah, but he was before he became the police officer.
He
Yeah.
went in service, and when I think a little bit after he got out of the
Huh.
service, simply went into the police force.
And at one time, did you know that they owned a pet store?
Who owned a pet store?
Uncle Ed and my dad owned a
Really?
pet store.
What kind of pets? What's a pet store? Fishes and fishes.
Birds, dogs,
Where is
cats,
it?
all supplies.
Yeah, where at?
Everything about-
Alameda?
In Oakland on Piedmont Avenue.
It was called the Pet Barn.
Yeah.
On Piedmont Avenue? Really? What's there now? Any idea?
I have no idea.
There's we sold it, and the gal that bought it wasn't successful with it. And there was a collective group of artists that had a little small store just up the street where they would all sell their creations.
Do you remember the address?
4158.
4158 Piedmont Avenue. I'm going to go by there and see what that is. And I'll send a picture.
Yes, please do.
Yeah. What is it? I bet you we'd be surprised what it is.
You're on it, Jim.
Jim's
on
looking.
it. He's on it.
Uncle Jim's looking
And
for
he'll
it.
tell you how much it's worth.
Yeah.
Ah,
I remember
think Jim and I
that
would get along great.
we would get the coolest T-shirts from that pet store. I had one with the tarantula on it.
Yes.
And
Yeah, Aaron sent a picture of when they, Gary Cunningham, they all flew down to Mexico, and Dad was wearing one with parrots on the front.
Hey, Jane,
Yeah.
or can you put the menu down?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful setting, by the way.
yeah,
Isn't
that's
it
nice.
nice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when I went in there, that's the first time I'd been in the old hotel. I'd
Really?
never been in there before.
Oh.
We got to walk through there.
Pretty neat, huh?
Yes,
Just wait
it
till we
is.
get upstairs tomorrow in the ballroom. It's very, very rustic. Very.
That's right.
And the rooms upstairs have different names of people who have either stayed there. I think they've stayed there. Like the
Ulysses
Black
S.
Barn.
Grant and
Really?
oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a pretty historic place. But
If the walls could tell the stories, huh?
You said 4158 Piedmont Avenue.
In Oakland.
Huh? Yeah, you were right up the street. Not coming up?
I'm trying to remember what they
it's a
called
cute little area.
themselves.
Stretch my legs and walk through there real quick.
What, the people that took it over? That wasn't a pet store?
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of that business.
Yeah.
It escapes me. But it was a group of artists that formed this little co-op.
Yeah.
They had some pretty remarkable stuff there.
How many years did you have it?
three and a half.
Was it three and a half?
Yeah. Sold it in 1980.
Where'd you get the puppies from?
1980?
How'd that work?
We would, if we took puppies in, we didn't do it often.
Yeah.
But it would be we really just didn't have the facilities to do it. But it would be a consignment from someone who had raised them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's
We'd
a
take them like
lingerie
that.
shop.
It's a
Is it really?
lingerie
Can't
shop.
make it up. Honest to
A
God.
lingerie shop.
Yeah.
So in 80 is when you guys moved up here, right?
81.
81. So sold the pet store and then moved up. When did you leave the police force?
I think he left at 79, maybe.
Okay.
So we
So
it
that's
took us
all
a
that
couple
was
of
happening
years
around
to
that
get
time.
Up here. Yeah. By the time we found a property and sold our house, and then they got all the stuff together to build, and found a perfect piece of property. Because
Yeah.
Sharon didn't want to be on the back of 20 miles of dirt road.
Yeah.
Don't blame you, Sharon.
So
So I reconnected
when we lived
in
up here,
80. In either 82 or 83.
Yeah,
Christmas
so-
82, 80. Yeah, I think Christmas
yeah,
82.
It was Christmas, yeah.
So that was quite a eventful few years.
It was, absolutely it was.
What, selling a business, leaving the police force, moving to Murphy's. Wow. Look at that. That's looking pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna tear that up.
You gonna share a little?
Put that right there.
You gonna share a little?
Would you like some of that ribeye?
Right now, you can.
Yeah, I had a big steak last night in New York.
Grandma had a good steak on
You got a taco salad? Wow.
We've been
Is it bad?
Seems like something I'd get.
we've been buying beef a quarter at a time and freezing it. It works out pretty
But
good.
that was that good.
The last we bought was $4 a pound across the board with there was some hamburger meat in it, but a lot of steak, roast and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it was a huge deal. Go to church with a guy, so it was kind of a discount, I guess, to get.
Yeah, my folks used to do that too, buy hindquarters.
This is good, Jim.
So what's the plan for tomorrow? Are we just having to meet there?
I guess we should meet there, yeah.